Hey, so what's up, gang? Welcome back to YouTube channel, family. You feel what I'm saying? So it's been the days we don't post, but we are back to it, okay? So what's up, team? Welcome back to YouTube channel. Of course, it's your boy Daniel here. So in this video, I'm going to be basically showing you how you can do those sniper entries. You feel what I'm saying? So first things first, make sure you hit the like button, okay? Make sure you thumbs up this video because that's for the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, of course, to see that community grow. And guess what? We are going to slide into the video. Get this, so let's go. Alright, guys, and of course, it's a quality, but I was like, I have to give you this strategy. So this strategy helps us get sniper entries, right? Now, I'm going to show you here on my computer screen, and yet you will see how to go about this. Okay, so let's slide into it. Okay, so now first things first, so in this strategy, when we are getting sniper entries, we are going to be looking at the bigger time frames first. Okay, so currently you can see that this is H1, so we are going to start from at least H4. Okay, we start from a bigger time frame and then establish the overall trend first, right? So from this one, I can easily notice that it's an uptrend. Why? I can see that I can easily notice that it's an uptrend because we are seeing higher highs forming, right? Higher highs forming, and it's an uptrend, right? As you guys can see. Now, so after establishing the overall trend, remember, first things first, we establish the overall trend even by merely looking at the charts, or I usually recommend that you use an indicator. Now, in this indicator, you can decide to use the moving average, a 200 moving average. It can also help you identify the overall trend. Now, let me show you something real quick here. So I'm going to just adjust the period of this moving average to 200, right? And then I'll show you. So if I adjusted this to 200, you're going to notice that it's going to help us establish the overall trend. Why? Because moving averages are always trend indicators. So you can see that whenever the markets are above the 200 moving average, this is the blue curve here, this blue curve here, it's an uptrend, and when the markets are below the 200 moving average, it's a downtrend. So it all depends on what you like. You may decide to use the moving average, or either way you can decide to look at the charts by mere looking. Now, like what I said, let me delete this indicator and then I show you. So I told you you can easily look at the charts and identify the trend. How? If it's an uptrend, you're going to find this pattern. If it's an uptrend, of course, you're going to find that the market is pushing up, then pushing down, pushing up to the previous higher high, okay, and push down, just like by mere seeing, okay, by mere using your eyes, and you're good to go, right? This is like how you guys can see now. So check this out. So this is an uptrend already, right? So that's the first step in finding a sniper entries, right? So now we are going to scale down to a smaller time frame. So this time around we are going to use the H1, okay? We're going to use the H1 and see how does this work. So after establishing the overall trend, now it's time to identify the key levels. Now these key levels can be support and resistance levels. So we are going to draw this and then I will show you, right? So it's now time to identify the key levels in the markets, okay? So these key levels can be the support levels or the resistance levels, where the market comes and bounces off. So I can easily notice that we have one here, this one being a support level, okay? Oh, sorry. I can adjust this a little bit. I usually use MetaTrader 4, and I'm not so used to TradingView, but it's alright. You can still use TradingView. So we are just trying to identify the key levels. How are we identifying the key levels? We are identifying the levels where the market, where the price reached and bounced off. This is like currently here. Check this out. So you can see right now that the markets are bouncing off this level. So what are we going to call this level? This is going to be a support level, right? A support level. So what we see, we can easily notice that even if we stretch this level, previously it worked as a support level here, though it was later broken, but we are going to analyze it and we see, okay? Now, so remember what we said, when you scale down to a smaller time frame, let's say H1, we are going to look for these key levels, okay? These key levels can be support and resistance levels. Okay, so this is a support level, support level, support level, another support level, while these ones, this level here is a resistance level, resistance level, resistance level. Why do you call it a resistance level? Because when the market reached there, they had to be resisted and pushed downwards, right? Cool. Now let me show you something. So these resistance levels can again be identified by using trend lines. So how do you draw a trend line? Now, on drawing trend lines, you have to consider the fact that at least the market should hit 3 points, okay? At least you should consider 3 points. Now, let me show you. So we have this being a first point here. Let me use this. Let me change the color. Sorry. This being the first point. This being the first point. This being our second level. Now, this one would have been a level, but we can see that our market's broke, right? But then we have this level. Now, what does that mean? So I have a chance of drawing my trend line to touch this level, this level, this level. Now, what would I be looking at? I would be looking at the fact that if the markets come back to this particular level, I'd be looking for an entry, right? You guys see what I'm saying? So we would be looking for an entry. Now, let me show you. So just like in this particular case here, we have reached a key level already, right? First of it all on our trend line is a key level, and then it's a support level. Good. Now we had identified that, okay, we are going to be looking for an uptrend already. Sorry for the background noise. So sorry for the background noise, okay? Cool. Now let's go back to it. So at least we know that the market is going to push up. Why? Because we are currently at a support level. Now we are going to scale down to a smaller time frame, let's say M15, okay, to get now the entries, okay? Now we are scaling to a smaller time frame, let's say M15, to get the entries. Now, how do we get the entries on M15? Again, we are going to use these same trend lines. So we are going to look at this level here. This is a small level. Good. Let me first delete these ones that we had drawn initially. Good. Now I have drawn this as a trend line. Why? Because let me adjust this a little bit. Because I have this one here. I have this one. Now what am I looking at? Since the trend line has been broken like this, I'm literally now going to be looking at the price coming for a retest. Okay, when it comes for a retest at this trend line, now we shall get a sniper entry for the buy. Okay, so what are we going to be looking at? We are just going to be looking at opening up our position at this point, then place our stop loss just below the previous key level, which was a support here, and then extend our target take profit to a ratio of 1 to 2, right? 1 to 2 RR, right? So you guys now understand this. Okay, now let me show you. So I'm going to go to another currency pair and then show you. By the way, this strategy on getting sniper entries literally works for all currency pairs. Okay, it works for currency pairs, for indices, and then for volatilities. Now let me show you. So I'm going to go to Gdp Jpy and then show you. Again, we are going to start from a bigger time frame, let's say H4. We are going to start from a bigger time frame, let's say H4. Just like how we are currently. Again, guess what? This is an uptrend. Why? By mere looking, right? This is an uptrend. We have this being a support level already. Let me extend this. Let me extend this a little bit so you can see that this is an uptrend already. Why? Because by mere looking. Again, let's use the other indicator. We are going to add the 200 moving average again. So we are going to add a moving average with a period of 20. With a period of 200, and then you guys will see. So we have added a moving average. Let's just adjust the settings to 200. I've actually discussed this moving average strategy multiple times. Okay, I've discussed this multiple times, and I guess you guys are now used to it. If you have not seen me use it, please check some of our videos down, and of course, yep. Now let me show you. So again, from the moving average helping us identify the trend. Remember, when the market's above the 200 moving average, we are looking for an uptrend. Already this is an uptrend, okay? Why? Because the markets are above the 200 moving average. Good. So that's it. By the way, for newbies, let's say you don't know how to identify the overall trend, you can use the 200 moving average. When the markets are below the 200 moving average, it's a downtrend, and when they're above, just like in this case, it's an uptrend. Let me show you real quick. It's a downtrend here because the markets are below. So you can get this indicator by adding it as an indicator, depending on the trading platform that you are using. Cool. Now we have gotten it as an uptrend, so we are going to scale down to let's say M15 to look for entries, right? Because this is an easy strategy. By the way, guys, just the link in the description below, just in case you want to join a mentorship. It's currently at a discount, and then our free Telegram channel. The link is also in the description. Okay, and then for you guys who want to follow me on Instagram, make sure you check the link. Okay, check the link in the description below. Cool. Now this is Gdp Jpy. So we have noticed that again it's an uptrend. Why? From the bigger time frame. And again, by me looking, I have this level as a support level. Let me first delete this thing here. Let me delete this rectangle. Oh, sorry. That's taking long. Good. So at least if I stretch this a little bit, you're going to see that it's a support here, then this side, it was a resistance level. Let me stretch this nicely. A resistance level this side. Remember, we have a saying that support later becomes resistance. Okay, good. Now this is what we are looking at currently. Okay, remember on the bigger time frame on H4, we were looking for buys. We were looking at it as an uptrend. Let me show you. We were looking at it as an uptrend, just like how you guys can see currently. So we are now on the M15. Now on the M15 currently, would just get entries. Why? Because the trend is now on and the markets are pushing up. You can see it's bouncing off a support level. What does that mean? It means it's moving with a big momentum, right? With a higher momentum to shoot up. So I would make an entry at this point. Now I would bring my my stop loss at least below the previous support level, right, at this point, and then extend my take profit to at least to cover a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Okay, good. Now, so that's how easy the strategy is. This is going to help you get the sniper entries. So let me do a quick recap of what we discussed. Okay, so first things first, you are going to begin from a bigger time frame. Okay, let's say H4, let's say even the daily, depending on what time frame or which type of a trader you are. Okay, so after starting from the bigger time frame, you are going to scale down to a smaller time frame, let's say H1, and draw the key levels. Okay, these levels can be trend lines, support and resistance levels. So after getting those levels, now it's time to go, right? After getting those levels, now you are going to scale down to your entry time frame. Let's say your entry time frame is let's say it's M15 or M5, anything. Okay, now it's time to make those entries. Okay, so you have to place your stop loss just below the previous key level, right, below that previous level, and you are good to go. Okay, so you guys, if you like the video, please make sure you hit the like button, okay, and make sure you subscribe to this channel, of course, to see our community grow, guys. And I'm out for today. See you guys in another video. Out, gang.